Hey guys, I'm back. I was trying to switch angles so I didn't get that lighting that was the issue on the other video. Um, I know, I've got stripes behind me and flowers next to me and then I got an ugly wall behind me. But over top of my head those are light switches. I looked at the thing and I was like, wow, that looks really bad. It looks like I have stuff growing out of my head. But no, there's two light switches on the back. One goes to our porch light, the other one goes to the overhead living room lights that I barely ever like to use because the lighting in here gives me a headache. So, usually I use a lamp for the TV and well, we have flashlights, but really it's just, mostly the lamp that I use that lights up the room mostly, if I need it. Which, right now it's light outside, why do I need the lights on? And it's gonna get hot, so the lights on heats up the house. So as long as I'm good and I can see, I don't need to have any more lights on. I know, very interesting video. I've just yammered on about lights and light switches for a minute. Sorry, I ramble sometimes. Okay, so last night I got to watch Big Brother um season 17 eviction. It wasn't eviction night. It was Thursday night they had the eviction this past Thursday. And then they did the head of household competition, but didn't finish it before the end of the episode. So this episode, excuse me, it was finishing that, and it was nominations for to go up on the block. I think Wednesday we're going to be the veto competition, and then Thursday will be eviction night again. Now the twins did get to come back into play together, and they are playing as individuals, not as one person, playing back and forth. But this week, um, James won head of household. So he was the last one not to fall off the incline that they had him standing on for the head of household competition. Shelley tried to make a deal for her and Clay. Sorry. Sometimes when I'm watching so many of these seasons, other episodes, I get their names mixed up. So she made a deal with him so that he doesn't put her and Clay up. But Vanessa's mad because it should have been a deal for three because Vanessa's with them in their little alliance. Well, needless to say, since Jason went home last week and it was like blindsided that James decided that he would make a deal with her. And he did make a deal with her in front of everybody. And then when it came for nomination time, Shelley and Clay both got put up on the block. But first, he did it methodically. First, he put Clay up. Then he turned the key and he put Shelley up. Now, my thinking is if he really wanted him out, he should have put a pawn up for the second, and then when the power of veto competition rolls around, have that person pull off the pawn, and he could put Shelley up there, or Clay, whoever was left. But then only one of them would go out. Either way, only one's going out. Unless the twist this week is a double elimination and you have to turn around and evict somebody right away. I don't think it is, but it's possible. This next week. But I didn't like the competition that they did because I felt like they sort of already did something similar to that before, except for they weren't getting rammed by a stuffed animal bald eagle in their core, their stomach area, their abdomen area. So, whoops.
Let that be enough.
Sorry. My TV was trying to shut off and I was trying to stop it from doing that so that I could watch my program when I'm done doing my video. Alright, so, alright, what else? Yes, so they were getting rammed with these things, and things were being sprayed on them. Then there was water on them. Then there was stuff that looked like pigeon goo, and it was just I don't know. It was kind of boring for me. That's why they had to do a second night because those people stood up there for a couple of hours. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't be able to do it. So That's why I'm not on Big Brother. I just talk about it. So let's see what else. This week I don't think they're going to go after Austin, but it might be a. It, I don't know. I don't know if he will try or what, but I don't think Austin or the twins are the ones that we're focusing on this week. But I think everybody feels like Shelly and Clay are trying to run the house, that it's time to run them out of the house. So Shelly could have won the head of household competition. She decided not to because, oh, it'll look bad if I win it 3 times. Yeah, so it'll look bad if you don't win it. For you. So she thought she was safe, and she's like, oh, yeah, me and Clay, we're good this week. We don't have anything to worry about. Not for a second. And she's trying to call James out, Shelly is, because you made a deal with me, in front of the whole house, and now you can't be trusted, and yada yada yada. Well, isn't that what Big Brother's about? Say one thing, do another? I mean, isn't that what you guys have done? Who's put him up on the block, how he's gotten off? I thought that James would have gone home a couple weeks ago. I want to see him pull through. It would be interesting if the final 2 was Vanessa and James. Both of them playing the game methodically, both of them outsmarting their opponent. I don't know. You know, it's kind of funny that James wins the first head of household competition, and I mean he won the first one. I think he's been up. This is his second, or it could be his third time, but it might be his second time as head of household. But regardless, this week they decided that the what do you call them, dual head of households are now over. It's just a solo head of household. So I guess the battle of the block is gone because they don't need it for that. But my thing is 2 people go up. Okay, they're still using this little box that you put 2 keys in for the people you nominate. They're not using the big round thing, and I don't know if they'll bring it back or not, where you turn a key and tell somebody they're safe, and you go around the table until you see the 2 that are nominated. Well, they might just be using the box this week, but yeah, they changed that. That thing is huge to carry around, but that's how the way they did it. So, I don't know what's going to happen with that. I really think that Austin might make it towards. Sorry, there's an airplane coming. I'm waiting for it to pass. Okay. I really think Austin might make it a few more weeks, but I don't know that he'll win it. I could be wrong. He could be one of the final 4, but I don't know. I in no way think the twins will win. I think they'll be up and down. It might be a backdoor attempt to get rid of one of them this week by, somebody winning the power of veto and pulling Shelly or what's his Clay off the block, or they might be gunning for let's get the house all involved with this and let's do the power of veto, and whoever wins it freeze the nominations to basically they'll stay the same. You can't change them. Now, if James were to win the power of veto, he could decide to pull one off and put somebody else up, or he could decide to leave it as is, as he did to begin with. There's, things to weigh and options to go, and yeah. So that's what I'm thinking about Big Brother season 17 right now. Sound off. Tell me what you think. I think I had a little delay in my camera there for a second. Alright, like, fave, subscribe. There's links in the description below. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, post them below or email them to me, which you can do through YouTube or whatever. I usually, kind of tell you my handle and my email address, but I think I'm going to stop doing that because I watch a few people that do it and they just kind of don't say it in their thing. So if you want to know more, comment below. Have a good one.